Hi guys, and welcome back to Jkt Radio podcast, where all your bad thoughts and opinions, I forgot my line, go out the window.
Very smooth.
I am your managing child of the couch, Kira, and I have with me Trevor.
Yes, indeedy.
And Victoria.
Hi.
And Chrissy.
I exist.
We found Devin. We picked him up on the side of the road.
Ribbit.
Timely.
I'm not sure if it was a frog we picked up or Devin, but either way it works. He's got a microphone.
Yeah.
Yes,
He came with a mic, so we're calling him Devin.
I am here now. Everyone can relax.
It's fine.
Kira,
It's
I like how you forgot your lines.
I forgot what I was saying.
Don't you usually say hello, not hi?
and Jkt Radio on the rocks. Like
I've done it on the rocks a few times.
I know, but isn't that what you always say?
No, I don't think you said
Not
this
every
time.
time. It varies.
It varies a few times, but my brain just went kerchunk,
Yeah.
and then it was gone.
So instead, your brain went out the window?
No, I've had brain radio on all day because I couldn't hear myself think, so it just went to the llama song. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Talking.
Llama song. What was going
Llama song!
Okay. Topics then.
Let's get the Hong Kong thing out of the way.
Yep.
Let's just do that now. So I got yelled at this morning because we forgot something about Hong Kong and China. In general, it's just bad.
Or as Trump calls it, China.
All right.
China.
China.
In general, bad situation. We talked about Blizzard and all the bad things that Blizzard's doing. Turns out baseball is also on that list. China has banned American baseball because the American teams support them. I haven't fully studied this. It is what I was told.
This was you told by your mother.
I was told by my mother, who supposedly it's been on the news all week.
Yeah, but like... Oh, that was my other subject. No, sorry.
Found a subject that we
Okay.
thought we forgot.
Ding, 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 ding.
Supposedly it's been on the news for the past week and a half or something. And none of us watch baseball. We don't
Nope.
care.
I don't
Nope.
What are sports?
Sports are hard. I watch hockey. That's a sport.
Yeah, but that's only good in the Olympics.
I mean, I only watch English football, so
Why?
Footy?
yeah.
Yeah, footy's good.
It's
Footy's
great.
alright.
I like playing footsie.
Go Man U.
Play some more footsie.
Babe, not on camera.
But there's no
No
Gosh.
No
camera.
camera, Devin.
Well, babe, not on the microphone. Gosh.
Devin, you're not even in this footsie.
I know. I'm feeling left out, brah.
Your feet over here.
There we go.
There we go.
Just a footsie on the...
Got a trifecta of footsies going on over there.
A foot
Very
threesome.
Polyamorous footsie.
A footsome.
Oh.
Alrighty.
It's fine.
Is that why they call them handsome?
So do you want to talk about one of the things, Chrissy, or do you guys want to know about the mystery topic?
Mystery topic.
Mystery topic.
I don't know.
Oh, is this the one that we just that
Yes,
you showed me?
it's the one I just showed
Oh,
you.
dear.
I just saw it.
You saw, you can see it, can't
Okay.
you?
I
So
knew about this.
Okay,
I saw the
let's do
trailer
this.
yesterday. So they're remaking Dr. Dolittle.
Oh.
Yes, it has
Robert Downey Jr.
and Tom Holland.
and Tom Holland and a lot of other big actors.
Yes.
It takes place in, I want to say, the 18th century.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like a newer.
Well, here's the thing, because it's that they're actually using some of the original source material, which I believe
It is based
was
on the original Doolittle.
set during
Not
the time.
not Eddie Murphy,
Oh.
Dr.
So technically, they're being more accurate.
Eddie
All right, interesting.
I didn't know there was a version other than Eddie Murphy.
Neither did I, to be honest.
Yeah,
Yep.
no, Dr. Dolittle from Eddie Murphy was based on something else.
Oh yeah, I've seen this Doolittle trailer. It looks crazy.
It does. It looks amazing. I watched it last
wanna see
night.
I haven't seen. I know of the movie because I saw on YouTube it advertised, but I haven't seen the trailer.
I was flicking through Facebook before I went to bed, and I saw it. I sat up. I walked to the computer to play it on something besides my phone, and I just stared at my screen.
I want to see it.
Me too.
Well, actually,
So do I now.
Well-
We should do it on the cast at some point.
No, we
Oh my
can't.
god.
We can't do that, sadly. Because
Actually,
of
Yeah,
copyrights.
no.
I need to look up the cast because I don't remember all of it, but it's insane.
It's got a really big cast list.
Isn't RDJ also doing a third Sherlock Holmes?
Apparently he is.
It
They're
is
still in the process of making
rumored.
that, which I'm super down for because I love those.
Yeah,
He was a
those
good
were
Sherlock.
awesome movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
I still want Sherlock to be the crack the crackhead genius with his trusty little doctor following him behind.
Okay.
I want that.
So
I want that Sherlock Holmes.
the cast for this Doolittle movie, apparently, and a lot of this is like voices of the animals, so they're not all going to
Yeah.
be physically
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, I forgot that was
So we
a part
got
of the
Robert Downey Jr. obviously.
He plays Doolittle.
Tom Holland,
Holland.
Tom Holland, Michael Sheen.
Wait, who's Tom Holland playing?
Jip.
Probably
the
like
voice of
the,
Jip.
All right.
probably the main
I believe.
animal,
Jip,
whichever that happens to
he's
be.
getting an animal son.
I want to say Jip is the parrot.
Oh, I was hoping it'd be a frog.
So yeah, we got Michael Sheen, which is great.
Okay.
For
Yeah.
everyone who watches Good Omens. Rami Malek, who
Ooh.
we have a connection with because we just realized he was on Legend of Korra randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting.
He plays that really slimy dude.
I love how that's a
haven't seen
description.
it.
Emma Thompson,
You know who- right?
Ray Fiennes,
Wow.
Marion Cotillard, Kumail Nanjiani.
Ooh.
Actually, Kumail Nanjiani, he was a voice in Mass Effect Andromeda.
Yes, he was.
The Solarian.
Oh, all right.
He was.
Oh, he was tan.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
Tam.
Ah.
Antonio Banderas.
What?
I love how that broke
He's
everyone.
here?
If he's not a chihuahua, I'm gonna be very upset.
No, he's gonna be a cat.
Selena
Oh,
Gomez.
yeah, that's true.
Oh.
Of course.
John Cena.
Oh, what?
What is this cast?
Octavia Spencer.
I
Don't
want to
ask.
see this.
Jim Broadbent.
Oh my god.
Craig Robinson from like The Office
Oh,
and
yeah.
Brooklyn Nine-Nine stuff.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people I don't know. But yes,
Yeah,
that's insane.
I want to see this.
this
so
movie-
bad.
Yeah, no, this has to be
We're
seen
really
now.
solid
I believe
cast.
it's supposed to come out in January.
Yeah.
I'm willing to wait.
Really? Nothing good ever comes out in January.
Well,
This
that-
does.
There we go.
Now we know what to do for your birthday.
They finally fixed January for movies.
Finally. Because that's when my birthday is. And it's like, oh, we should go see movies. And it's like, we'd
There's
either...
nothing good.
All the
And it's like,
movies
by
are
that
crap.
point, we've already have seen the Star Wars movie that will come out in every December now.
That is
so
true,
it's just
yeah.
like, well, what else is there? And it's like, nothing. So-
Marvel doesn't come out till like May or June usually.
I know,
Yeah.
it's great for my birthday.
Yeah, mine too.
Yeah.
Well,
Aw, Devin's so upset.
Except I accept that January baby means I'm older than most of you. Except for him. He's an old man.
Yeah.
That's fine.
I-
So we got
I
old
win.
man and other old man.
Yes.
actually, speaking of Marvel though, so I guess I almost called him Deadpool. Ryan Reynolds was on Marvel Studios or something like that.
Oh my god.
Yeah, there's a picture of him standing outside the Marvel Studios. So
Apparently, he tried out for the role of Anthony Stark.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that, yeah.
So I guess that's his nod to filming Deadpool 3. But no, there was actually something I found out really interesting.
oh yes.
Because I was looking up the history, like Deadpool's origin stories, because
Because
X-Men Origins is bullshit.
Wolverine clearly didn't.
No, they didn't. But here's the thing that so Deadpool comics has a lot of like
We broke Trevor.
I don't care.
You hear growling. It's Trevor being mad.
But no, so Deadpool Origins. Jesus,
Deadpool
that'd be
Origins.
bad. But no, the comics. So they've got like several different comic series. There's one from 2004 called Cable and Deadpool. Where and keep in mind, this is before X-Men Origins. This is before we see Deadpool ever on screen as like a person. You know how he is described? Ryan Reynolds crushed with a Sharpay
That sounds about right.
in the comics.
Yeah.
Before Ryan Reynolds ever portrays him on screen.
So
You-
basically, God
Ryan-
really wanted Ryan Reynolds to play
Ryan Reynolds
Deadpool.
has wanted to play Deadpool pretty much his entire life.
Yeah.
And he's made it very public. So
Yeah.
I bet you that's one of the reasons it's like that.
I'm pretty sure Ryan Reynolds just is Deadpool.
He is
Because
Deadpool.
apparently,
Yeah.
the leaked test footage that basically got the original Deadpool made, we're pretty sure that Ryan Reynolds leaked that online himself. Because that was
Oh,
the
yeah.
main reason
Oh yeah, of course
that
he
got
did.
made.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
a very smart man.
Do you guys remember
Canadian, of
that?
course
Do you guys
from
remember that
Vancouver,
test
yeah.
footage that they released back online? It got leaked online from like a Comic-Con, and everyone was just like, "Fox, you need to make this right fucking now," because it was basically a slightly reworked version of the scene from the first Deadpool where he lands in the car and they're on the highway and he's like killing all those people.
Right,
Oh,
the
yeah.
slow-mo
Yeah.
thing.
I don't
It
remember
was
that, but okay,
yeah, and it's like
It's like the beginning sequence.
Kind
isn't
of,
it?
yeah.
Yeah.
The
he's,
slow-mo one.
he's standing on the aqueducts.
Yeah.
Out here.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's from here.
Yep.
Not here by Science World.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
the
viaducts?
Yeah.
viaducts. That's it.
Also,
Yes.
like-
Wrong
enough.
thing.
Also, like, since they merged now with Disney, I really hope that they're still going to keep the R rating and just bring all the other.
Fuck! I hope
Just
so.
bring the Disney people, or just bring all the other MCU people into an R rating. Like,
Right? Yeah.
Let Tom Holland swear, except
I know.
No, he's not allowed to swear.
Well,
He's
I mean,
a baby.
you do-
Except he's a
The thing is,
sweetheart. He's
though-
not allowed to.
he's
I do
actually
distinctly
our age.
remember, though, in Civil War, one of his best lines in that was when Ant-Man grows and he goes, "Holy shit!" So,
Yeah, just
the boy swears.
also
but,
like he's actually
know,
our age.
He is.
Well,
It is weird
He's
when it's just like,
23,
oh,
yeah.
God.
Yeah.
I am older than Tom Holland.
Yeah.
What is this madness?
that
What
sink
is
in,
this
Devin.
madness?
He's just a wee babe.
He's a baby.
Your baby boy.
And
think
of course,
it's
you
his
look at him with
face.
this shirt off, and it's like, he's younger than me,
Yeah.
bastard.
I know. You hate him.
Yeah, you're just like,
But yeah, anyways, that was kind of my thing. It was like, oh, they in the comics described it as Ryan Reynolds before he was ever actually him on screen.
No, I think it's
Weird.
I think it's because Ryan Reynolds has made it very, very public that he's always wanted to do it.
Yeah, I mean that makes more sense now.
All right,
So yeah, that actually feeds into one of my
go
topics,
for it.
which I mentioned briefly. Me and Chrissy just rewatched X-Men Origins Wolverine. That was a mistake. Because, oh my god, that movie is... I can't even describe.
All right.
how
Here's
bad it
here's
is.
my attempt at a defense. Okay, because I grew up with the original X-Men.
Yeah.
As
Yeah,
an old
same.
man.
So
No, so did I, though.
I don't.
The second one I still
So
like.
I want to say at least like 3/4 of it is fine.
Yes.
Up until like they're at like the nuclear lab testing facility bit,
Oh.
everything was fine.
Well,
And then as soon as he swims ashore or lands or however the fuck he gets there, that's when things start to go downhill.
I mean, that was when they start peddling their, like, high-grade bullshit. That is true.
Yeah.
That's when they introduce, like, oh, by the way, this is Deadpool, even though we've sewn his mouth shut and
Right.
we've given him a
It's
bunch
like,
of
by the
random
way,
bullshit
here's
powers.
Deadpool. Oh, and by the way, here's Cyclops. Oh, and by the way, here's Professor X. Oh, and by the way.
It also just, like, makes absolutely no goddamn sense with... if they're implying that this is supposed to take place before the original X-Men movies,
I
it
would
makes
also,
no sense.
I would
It
also like to
makes
point
zero
out
sense.
Iron Man 1 came out the year before and it was leagues better.
Well, also, and just in terms of the effects, oh my god, the special effects are so bad.
Also, there's a really confusing part. So, and I don't know if you actually would have caught this, but we were watching them back to back. So, this is kind of a thing. So in like the third one, I think, or it's like this, or the second one, whenever Stryker wants to blow up the world.
That's the second one.
Okay. Stryker claims to hate mutants. He failed his son failed this, like, that whole story.
Yep.
So then why is he totally fine with working with them and eagerly asking for their help in Origins?
Yeah, exactly.
And
he
also-
spends most of the movie just like, hey.
Also, like, I think in Origins he is like a ranking above what he was in the other one. Or like he's a major in one and a colonel in another.
Yeah. But I think like the origins take place before the first
Yes.
Yeah.
It's supposed to take place before the first X-Men comes out.
Which makes no goddamn sense.
No.
Also, why doesn't Cyclops recognize Wolverine's voice?
Well, actually, yeah, it's true because he does have his eyes covered, but he does he was with Wolverine when Wolverine saves all the X-Men.
And then he's like, "Oh, who is this jackass?" Well,
Yeah.
you knew him.
Yeah.
I want to point out that Cyclops' eyes are covered. He
Yeah.
can still see, and lots of people are really bad at recognizing sound.
That's true.
Yeah, but I mean, I think Hugh Jackman has a
Actually-
pretty common voice. We could recognize him as a bunny in a movie.
Actually,
That is very true.
there is also another issue.
Until he starts singing.
Yeah, well,
2, 4, 6, 0, 1. And I'm Shepard. But there is actually another really big issue with that movie because at the very end of the movie, all the little X-Men kids come out, except for Wolverine, obviously, because he's off.
No, he's not a
fucking
kid
around
either,
somewhere.
so.
yeah.
And then Xavier comes out of the helicopter. Now, throughout the original X-Men trilogy, Wolverine is constantly being like, Professor X, like, do you know, like, where I came from or, like, what happened to me? And he's like, sometimes the mind needs to discover things for itself, blah, 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 blah. Like, if he had literally just been like, I don't know, Wolverine, like, what do you remember? He's like, I woke up in like some abandoned nuclear facility. Oh, that's strange. I happened to be right beside a crazy nuclear facility that happened to explode while rescuing the X-Men kids. And he goes,
Also,
oh
like,
yeah.
Doesn't he have hair in one origin and no hair in another?
Oh yeah, because like once you
Oh
watch,
yeah, when they
First
when they
Class-
do a flashback of
yeah, when
no,
it's,
not even then.
Well, when it's First Class, because it's like all the times they show Xavier in the original trilogy, like they flashback.
Yeah.
He's standing up when he still looks like Patrick Stewart. So it's like the implication is he only got put in the wheelchair somewhat recently.
Yeah.
When then they show in X-Men in First Class that he gets injured
Yeah.
when he's still James McAvoy he still has hair.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, no, if we're looking for any sort of continuity
Also,
with
what
these
the
X-Men
fuck
movies.
happened to Sabretooth?
Yeah, actually, that is the
talk
one
about
thing I do
that.
like about X-Men Origins Wolverine is that their version, that version of Sabretooth is way better than the one that was in the first X-Men.
Oh my god, that
Anyways,
first X-Men
yeah.
though. Ugh, that Sabretooth.
I think we're done ripping on X-Men Origins now, though.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
I just needed to get that out because
Are you sure?
it's still fresh on the brain.
It's okay. The second one redeemed itself.
Yes, the one where he goes to Japan's awesome.
Yeah, that redeemed it. So, what else you got?
What else? What I got? Sorry. I was actually
That's
reading
okay.
comics as we're talking about X-Men.
Wow.
Doesn't Victoria have a thingy? Oh no, never mind.
So mine is we'll stay with the movies. We'll keep the
Yep,
movie
let's keep
topics
it going.
going.
Yep.
So Halloween's coming up. I believe this is actually our last podcast that will air before Halloween.
Oh.
So I think the other one comes out.
Yeah,
first.
actually, because Halloween's on a Thursday this year.
Yeah, so it comes. It is
God.
the last that will come out. So what are your guys' go-to Halloween movies? There's so many.
Ooh.
Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yes. Oh my
That's a
god.
good one.
Halloween Town.
That is also a good. Which one?
All of them.
Okay.
I watch
Hocus,
all of
also
them.
Hocus Pocus.
Hocus Pocus.
Yes,
that's
good,
my
yeah.
go-to.
And Night Before Christmas.
I mean, that can be misconstrued
both.
either way.
Yeah, well, that's why it goes in. That's why you watch it at both times a year.
Both.
That is
Exactly.
very true.
It's both.
Well, mine is the Johnny Depp live action Sleepy Hollow.
Oh, well, yeah,
that
that's a
movie's
classic.
fucking rad.
That's a good one, too.
And it's like perfect for Halloween because it's like Tim Burton when he was like really good at
Also,
doing
Christina
like gothic
Ricci is
horror.
gorgeous.
Yes.
Oh, 100%.
Also, there are so many ridiculous decapitations in that movie. Plus, Christopher goddamn Walken as the Headless Horseman.
Well, sorry,
Just
what? I forgot
perfection.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
When they flashback when he's the Headless Horseman, it's Christopher Walken, and they've like filed his teeth down to like fangs,
Oh.
and he doesn't have any dialogue. He just goes. "Rah!"
I mean, to be
Just
fair,
like-
all classic Tim Burton's good for Halloween.
Pretty
Yeah.
much, yeah.
Also, speaking of Christina Ricci, Casper. Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, fair
yeah,
enough.
yeah,
Casper.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that is a
Also,
classic
Adam's
Halloween.
Family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is anyone gonna go see that?
I might
Yeah,
actually.
I want
Yeah, I
to
It's
see it.
think
got
I might.
Oscar Isaac
Oh,
in it. So
we're forgetting a very important one.
what?
Beetlejuice.
Beetlejuice.
Oh, yeah. Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
I'm watching that tomorrow.
Devin, you should
Oh.
Beetlejuice.
Oh,
You could be
actually,
Beetlejuice for
I
Halloween.
have another one that a friend of mine showed me. The first Hellraiser. That movie's actually really good.
I have to watch those this year. I've never watched any of Pinhead,
Yes.
and I own 5 of them.
Oh, the first. I haven't seen any of the other ones, but a friend of ours showed us the first one, and it's phenomenal. Actually, it's so well done for its time. Like the
Also-
effects work is great.
One other that I think only a couple of us know. I know you know it, Devin. Repo the Genetic Opera.
I've never watched that one.
It's really good.
That
Well,
is such a batshit crazy movie.
it's really good, but also they were very low budget, so you have to keep that in mind.
Yeah,
It's
that's
also
fair.
like it's a movie that's going to appeal to a very
It's
specific
a cult classic kind of
demographic.
thing.
It's a
Like
rock
Rocky.
opera.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So
what?
it's like, and it's got, what's the
Alexa
guy's name?
Vega.
Alexa Vega is in it.
It also has Paris Hilton.
What?
It has.
It is the only basically plays herself.
Also, there is
Okay.
a. I think it's like The Godfather or something like that, or
Um,
so some sort of like mob boss type.
Yeah,
character. What's his name?
I can't remember his name, but I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
It's also got
'Cause he-
Sarah Brightman,
Oh yeah, that's right. It does
the
too.
opera singer.
This is a
in it.
hilarious movie.
And he always this guy. He always wanted to be Paul Sorvino, and he
Yeah.
always wanted to be a opera singer apparently.
Yeah.
So this gives him his chance.
Because basically what the
hilarious.
movie is, it's a rock opera musical horror
You can't really even.
movie about a future where it's like everybody like people like overdo plastic surgery.
And they finance their organs, right?
Yes.
And then
Sorry. They what now?
So okay, so basically, say you need like an organ replaced, instead of having to like, because this is assuming the American healthcare system gets even shittier, which it will with Trump. But so it's assuming then that if you can't like afford to pay like get an organ transplant, they manufacture them, I guess, like manufacture artificial ones that work or something like that.
Is this some splice shit?
Kinda.
That was the thing with splice.
Well, it gets worse because there's a reason it's called repo.
Oh no.
Yeah. So first of all, there's also this there's this narcotic drug thing that's like people get addicted because of course they do. But basically, instead of you can take out loans and like you can kind of finance your organs. And if you like default on your loans, a repo man comes and takes that organ.
Shit.
And it follows the story
Forcefully.
of this, yeah. You don't get a say. And it follows
It's
the story
coming out
of
whether
this,
you're wanting to or not.
it follows the story of this girl who's been like sequestered into her home for like her entire life because she's
Dying.
yeah, kinda, except not really, but kinda. It's complicated. And then it's just you can't even summarize it because it's batshit.
Yeah, it's so crazy. But also the soundtrack's
It's
amazing.
beautiful. I love
It
it.
is legitimately a really good like musical.
Also, I just want to say another one.
for it.
Oh shit, what is it? I just forgot it. Tom Hiddleston was in it.
Oh, Crimson Peak.
Yes, thank you.
Oh
that's
yes,
a
that
good
is a
one.
really good movie.
But we also mentioned Hocus Pocus.
Yes.
Did you guys hear that they were going to make a remake of that?
No,
a
they're
while?
not.
No.
That was fake.
No, they.
Oh.
I don't care if they are. They're not.
I have a question.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's not a remake. It's Hocus Pocus 2.
Okay, that's a
It's
little
a
bit
a little bit
sequel.
better, but they don't need to do that.
No.
Would Ghostbusters be considered a Halloween movie?
Yeah,
Of course.
Yes.
absolutely.
Okay, they just like there's not like any Halloween elements to it besides ghosts, and it doesn't take place in October. I don't
And
think,
it's not
so.
particularly scary, but,
But it's.
Yeah.
I think there's enough
All right,
there.
okay.
It's a classic that enough that it's become a. We should just have a Halloween party and just like watch old movies.
I mean, we can do that too.
Yeah.
Yes.
We could do that. I'm trying to find this. Supposedly it already came out, and it was a novel.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Also, Frankenfurter is in Repo.
What?
Wait, Frankenfurter? The guy, Tim Curry? Are you talking about Tim Curry?
No, Tim Curry's
Or maybe
not
it's
in it.
just like looking up. No, maybe people also search for it. Never mind. I got
Okay.
confused.
I was like, there's
I
no
know,
way Tim
there-
Curry's in it because I would
Okay.
have seen it.
It gave me all of the other characters. I'm like, wait a minute,
It's
Frankenfurter.
Frankenfurter.
Why are you here?
Okay, it's just other people search for.
Yeah.
Yeah. If,
Anyways,
if
sorry.
Tim Curry was in it, I would have seen that
Yeah.
movie by
That
now.
would have been even cooler.
It would
I just
have.
want to add
I'm
something
going
to that.
the only place that hasn't been corrupted by capitalism.
Sweet Jesus.
Space.
No, I just want to add something to that repo one. Like when you're saying, like repo men come by and they forcefully take the organs back. The entire time I had Monty Python going on in my head. The entire time. Can we have your liver then?
It's kind of that. Though.
Yeah. I can actually probably read out the
No,
synopsis.
don't
Oh,
do
babe,
that.
babe.
Ours was better.
Yeah.
It took so long to describe it originally.
Yeah, that's because you can't. You're just gotta watch it.
Words are hard.
And just to give my Halloween pick
What is it?
movie thing, I'm not much for like horror movies, but
Doesn't
I
have to
do
be
love
horror.
Halloween.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The Mike
should
Myers.
still
have
Also, the
Yeah.
scary movies are funny.
Yeah, yeah,
Those are
exactly.
good.
Yeah,
Tim Curry was in number 2.
he was.
He had really long nipples.
I think I remember
Oh
that.
yeah, I remember that.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
that
it
was strange.
wasn't George Carlin one of them because they do that Matrix parody where
I
he's the architect.
think
and
so.
It's George Carlin because I love George Carlin.
I think Dick Van Dyke was in one of them too.
Oh. Anyways,
So
The scary movies were weird,
those were
odd. You know what? I'm actually surprised none of us named.
what?
Freddy,
oh yeah,
Jason,
yeah.
and Scream.
Honestly,
I've never seen
I never saw
Freddy
those.
or Jason.
Also,
yeah,
Texas Chainsaw
I've never
Massacre.
seen them, and I've also not
not as great.
particularly into like the
Yeah.
slasher
Yeah,
genre.
same.
But actually, Scream I've seen bits of Scream that is actually good because Scream is like basically a slasher parody. That also works as a slasher.
Is it supposed to be taken seriously as
No.
a slasher?
No,
good.
no,
it's
no, no,
Like
no, no.
there's they
Alright.
put enough effort into the slasher effects that it is legit. A legit slasher film, but it's like not. It's kind of like how Ragnarok is supposed to be an MCU movie. It's just like it is.
We've forgotten
But
Nightmare
they
on
don't
Elm
give a
Street.
shit.
That's Freddy.
Okay. Because yeah,
You
like,
can't
whenever people
defeat
talk
me.
about
No,
it,
I
I'm
can't.
just like-
He can.
Whenever people were like talking about it, I was like, okay, this isn't scary in
Well,
the slightest. Is
yeah.
this supposed to be scary?
Well, yeah, because
Like-
I remember seeing like ads for it, and it's like they try to make it look like an actual slasher film. And then I see little bits and pieces of it, I'm like, oh, this is totally a self-aware movie. Like,
Yeah,
And
yeah.
like the main villain is legit a guy in a costume that you can get at Walmart.
Yep.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly, though, I don't think advertisers are always aware.
No.
Because, like, I remember when Crimson Peak came out, they tried to advertise it as a horror movie, and it's not.
It's not really.
It's a no, it's not. It's a gothic romance. It's
Yep.
totally
I
different.
feel like advertisers should be aware like of what they're trying to
Well,
advertise.
Have you met
sometimes-
advertisers?
Sometimes
Yeah,
it's
they're
kind
pretty
of like part of the experience is like you go in expecting one thing and get another. Most of the time, that generally backfires.
Yeah, I mean, like I
Um,
guess like they just advertise to like what they think will make money.
Exactly.
So it's not like that they aren't aware of what's supposed to be, but it's like, well,
It's like
if
they
we
don't
do it
care.
at this and this demographic will come and see this or whatever.
Or then
so.
you'll get a case like Deadpool 2, where this is totally a romance movie. Absolutely.
Actually, a family movie.
Oh yeah, no, sorry. It was the first
Actually,
one
a
that was a
family
romance
movie.
Yeah,
movie.
the first
Yeah,
one was
that is true.
because it came out on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got two movies to add to this list. One is a movie that's actually called Trick or Treat.
Oh.
Okay.
It is. Remember Tales of the Crypt Keeper?
Yeah.
It's like that in movie form.
Ooh.
It is honestly one of my favorites.
To say it's a little bit creepier, honestly. I like Tales
Didn't
of the
Goosebumps have a
Crypt
movie?
Keeper.
No, Tales of the Crypt Keeper. They had the
Yeah, we don't talk
cartoon
about
and then they
that.
had the live action.
I watched the cartoon.
Yes, so did I. But they have a live action that's more scary. Like it's
Okay.
not targeted at children.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And the other one is a movie called Ghost Watchers.
Never heard of that.
It is a B movie technically,
Okay.
and there's two. And it combines ghosts, Satan, Ghost Whisperer the TV show. I'm not done. And the Texas Chainsaw Massacre into a movie.
I love
All of
Ghost
those
Whisperer.
things into a movie.
Interesting.
Also a little bit of The Grudge.
All right.
Strange.
I love this movie so much.
God.
I watched it every year since
Okay,
I was 7.
I kind of want to watch that now. Like I love
yeah.
Ghost Whisperer. Love it.
I broke my disc. I've never been able to find another copy.
Oh no.
I never looked on Amazon though.
I
What is
did.
it called?
Ghost Whisperer. No, Ghost
No.
Watcher. Ghost Watcher.
There you go.
My brain's gone. Ghost Watcher.
Yeah.
And there's two.
Or we could just watch Ghost.
Ghost.
That
Oh,
movie's
The
not
Sixth Sense.
scary.
Sixth Sense. I've never actually watched all of the Sixth Sense.
It's pretty good.
I mean,
I mean,
like,
it's older, but
but like by now, I feel like The Sixth Sense is kind of spoiled for anyone.
Yeah, but
it's
I've-
a movie that you can't know the ending to, and you
Hey guys,
do.
I don't know the ending to the Sixth Sense.
Oh, you should
You
watch it.
actually
I've
not?
never
What?
watched it. I own it. Never
I mean,
watched
like, before
it.
I even watched it though, like it's all over the internet all the
Oh,
time
yeah.
and stuff.
Think of how oblivious I am to
Well,
most
it's
things.
Oh, then
it's
you
the
can
whole.
watch it.
I can watch it and
Yeah.
It's
not
the whole
know.
Luke, I am your father thing. It's like even if you don't
is
watch
actually
Star
an
Wars,
incorrect line.
you know Darth Vader is Luke's dad.
Yeah.
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 So it's like
exactly.
it doesn't really
But
mean anything
Kira
anymore.
actually doesn't know the ending.
That's
so I want to
interesting.
watch that with
Because
her
I've
now.
actually never seen it either.
It's also the
but
only.
I do know the
Finally,
ending.
yeah.
Don't spoil the ending.
No, it's also the only good M. Night Shyamalan movie that I.
Excuse me, Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Oh!
Oh my god, that film! I have so much to say about that.
Are
That's
you the
not-
Avatar on?
Actually, someone pointed this out to me that horrible movie we don't talk about, the live action, it's actually a movie portrayal of the play.
Oh
No,
yes, at the end
I
where
think
Ivan
that's. I think
plays.
that's only just a
Sorry.
way to justify
Yeah,
it.
I don't know what.
Okay, so do you remember in Avatar: The Last Airbender, like one of the last episodes before the finale, they go to see a play that's basically a
Yes.
recap of the
Yeah,
entire
yeah,
show.
yeah.
The
But they,
movie
like-
is the play.
Yeah,
Well, it's just a way to justify. The
Hey, you know,
terrible
it
quality.
actually it worked really well.
it
Yeah.
does.
It
So
works
the thing is,
really
their
well.
reactions coming out like that was terrible. Oh yeah, so awful. Well, the effects were decent. I'm like, that's
That's exactly what it is.
yeah. Actually, I have another
Are
movie
you-
to put in.
Are you looking for Ghost Watcher?
I am. I can't find
It's such a weird,
I
obscure
can't
movie.
find the Wikipedia page for it.
It doesn't exist.
But I will
2002
raise you
ago.
this
So you found part of it.
Monster House.
Oh my god,
Ah,
yes.
that's a good one.
Yeah, sure.
I
love
like
that
that one.
It's good, but it's not like
think I
great.
found it.
Oh no,
like,
it's not an
classic.
amazing
Yep.
film,
Yeah,
but
it's
it's
not
That
very
would
good
be
for
it.
Halloween.
We have it up here. There's no wiki. This movie is
No, I'm gonna get
no
that
one
on
no one
IMDb.
knows anything about this movie. It is a weird ass movie. I watched this every year since I was 7 until I broke the disc. And there's a sequel.
Oh.
Yeah, I saw that when I was trying to look it up.
Is it on? It says
Ghost
DVD
Watcher.
Netflix. Does that mean it's on Netflix?
What? If it's on Netflix, I know what I'm doing tomorrow. I'm adding that. I have 3 horror movies I have to watch, and that's now going to be one of them.
While people are on their phones.
Sorry, what's up?
Hashtag sponsor break.
Oh, sponsor break. Tell me about our sponsor.
So, our sponsor, our lovely sponsor, quality clothing at a reasonably awesome price. Go check out thegreatnorth.net. I can confirm, actually, I have a pair of shirts. It's like,
You have a pair
Yeah.
of shirts?
I have 2 shirts.
Like a
Yeah,
couple.
Yes. A
Hey,
pairing.
See, that's
One
a
would
bit
say.
weird.
A
No,
duo,
Why would you say a pair of
a team.
Anyways, back.
Regardless,
No,
you're
sponsor-
interrupting the sponsor break.
Sponsor read.
So I have a couple of the shirts. They're made from like bamboo and organic cotton. So it's extremely soft and it's extremely good for the environment all over the place. I don't care about that face that you're giving me there.
Extremely soft and incredibly close.
But their main thing
Isn't that a
that they
movie?
like to point out is that 10% of all purchases go towards the environment, like planting trees and preserving our lands, removing garbage from the oceans, and contributing a sustainable environment. If you want to go and get yourself some high quality clothing, go to thegreatnorth.net, use discount code Jkt Radio, and you'll get 30% off.
I have put the discount code in the description. Also, does that mean I can eat the shirt?
I mean, you can try. It might not taste very good, but you can.
That was what that face was.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I want.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you, The Great North.
No,
Continuing.
totally.
Yeah, so if you guys ever find a copy of that movie and you feel super, super generous,
Give it to her.
you should hit us up and send us the copy.
Please.
Also, how did we not mention Blair Witch?
Never liked Blair Witch.
Yeah,
I've
Blair
never
Witch is
seen
it.
overrated as
I
hell.
love the Blair
I've
Witch
never
I was,
seen
Project.
I was disappointed by it.
Yeah.
I've never seen
like
it,
it.
but like I just kind of saw. I'm like, oh yeah, that's another.
That's the one with
Halloween
like
movie.
the Blair Witch is
The
the one
It's
with
the
the,
shaky cam.
that makes me
Yeah.
nauseous.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
can't do
Yeah.
it. No, Kira will throw up.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually,
What's-
it's probably not a very good Halloween movie per se, but it's a scary movie
Dun, dun,
that I
dun.
just saw. I just saw Joker.
Oh, how was that?
Ooh.
It was fantastic.
spoil it.
It was highly, highly disturbing.
There's the
Hence-
Joker. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd hope it's disturbing.
Well, it's just one of the movies. I was talking to Chrissy already. Like, it's gonna cause so much discourse.
Yeah.
It-
From what I've heard, I've got
Discord?
some
Discourse.
issues.
Yeah, it's because they
It's
doubled down on its depiction of him having like a severe mental illness, which I think is interesting. I think depending on your stance on that, it might be a little upsetting.
I mean, because like there's 2 points to it, and like this isn't spoiling anything because I also haven't seen it. But on one hand, apparently the way they're going about it is like they're commenting on how people treat mentally ill people and like
Yeah.
how bad it is. I'm like, yeah, cool. But also, it's another case of villainizing mental illness.
Good
Literally.
point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Especially like especially some of the symptoms are like borderline schizophrenia, and I'm like, that is the most villainized mental illness or one of many. You could literally use the same subject with any of your other DC characters. Give it to Harley Quinn, give it to anybody. But why you no, don't give it to Joker.
I wanna point this out that I'm pretty sure if I was any more active, we say as I never leave my bed or couch. I have enough mayhem ability to probably cause as much damage if I bother to do it. Think of that.
Yes,
I don't have
you're like chaotic neutral, not chaotic evil.
yeah.
now. What do you think would happen if I had energy?
You'd still be chaotic neutral. You would
Fair
just
point.
yeah.
Chaos.
Yeah.
Chaos and mayhem.
Chaos theory.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be. You wouldn't be purposefully killing people.
No, I would probably blow.
And that's the
I would
difference.
probably blow up cars though.
Yeah, well,
That's fun. They
as
make
long
big
as there's nobody
booms.
in it, that doesn't harm anybody.
I already almost did that once. It's fun. With a firework.
It harms people's finances, but
Yeah, but
alright.
it's not actually
That's
hurting
fine.
people.
Well, that
I mean, I don't
affects
actually
their
agree
life.
with it, but like,
Yeah.
realistically speaking, would you rather blow up the car with somebody in it or without somebody in it?
Well, neither.
That's not the option.
I don't care. I'm making that an option.
No,
All
that's
right.
not the option.
Anyways,
It's easier to claim a car explosion with nobody in it than it is with somebody in it.
yeah.
It's not like you were at fault either.
Hate to
I
pull,
had my
hate
car,
to pull the insurance card,
Yeah.
I had my car parked in my designated spot, and it spontaneously combusted. And what did I do wrong?
but
Nothing.
exactly.
Nothing. No one could do anything about this.
God just hates you.
God hates you, including that psycho running down the street.
Fun. Will.
Seriously? Oh, the
Yes.
trees
Please tell
and
me
stuff?
about this.
It's basically, it has to do with like property, where like if an earthquake happens or like thunderstorm or hail or tornado or anything that's
Oh.
like
Like a tree falls on your house.
Yeah, completely out of like
Left
anybody's control.
It's-
It's like
It's referred to as an act of God.
act of God. That's it.
Yeah.
Yes.
we have the same thing in the film industry. Kind of
Yeah,
like
I
that.
guess so.
That's in,
Eh?
the
Yeah.
contract we had to sign for our wedding photographer. Their act of God's will.
In case
Yep.
you get struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I have a question about the act of God's will.
Okay.
You and me. both.
Yes.
DM has a question.
is
Welcome to the
DM
Pastor
rolling
Cast,
high-
yes.
High or low?
The DM is really high. I love how you went with church, is that we went to D&D. Two different sides of the room.
Oh God.
So I have a question about
DM
this.
is the only God I recognize.
Thank you for recognizing me as a god. For the act of God will. So say I had an inspector of some sort,
Yes.
general contractor, come to my place and say this tree needs to be removed or it will fall. A week later, with no effort to remove the tree falls. Can you still claim it under the act of God's will?
I think it probably depends on whether or not there's a paper trail of the contractor saying.
Contractor always will.
So if there's a paper trail and there's proof that you didn't try to remove it, I
That's
think
pretty
that would,
much it. Yeah.
in your liability.
Yeah.
under
That is,
your-
that is just negligence.
Yeah, because that you've been told it's a danger. It's different, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, part 2 of that
Okay.
is I know in certain areas you actually have to get earthquake insurance or tsunami insurance.
You don't need tsunami insurance in BC.
Not in BC,
In Japan.
but Japan.
Not yet.
In Japan, yes.
Not here.
No.
I still
No.
think it's weird that we don't have that as
Actually,
many.
technically, we could have.
Things get real.
It's more so for the island.
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
yeah, because
So-
technically you could have tsunamis here.
Yeah, there
Yeah.
are tsunamis, but the island would like.
It'll hit
protect,
it'll
like,
hit the
city.
island
the
first.
island
Yeah.
will hit first. But sorry for anyone who doesn't know our geographical location. We have an island before ocean.
So we're in BC.
Yes,
we're
yeah.
close to Vancouver. Vancouver Island is
Well,
beside
we're
us.
in
Which is not where the
Vancouver,
capital
like
is for some
Vancouver
fucking
area.
reason.
Nope.
Yeah.
Why would it?
Hate that. Oh no, that's where the capital is instead of on the mainland. 'Cause, you
Capital
know,
on an island.
yeah, fuck
So
that.
yeah, we're in the Vancouver area, and there's an island called Vancouver Island that basically protects the whole coast.
Vancouver's not on the island. Just,
No,
just
it's
to get
not.
this clear,
No.
Vancouver's
guys.
not
No.
on the island,
No,
but
but
this island is called Vancouver Island.
No, but the capital of BC is on the island.
Yes.
It's
Yeah.
basically
Very
As
weird.
opposed to the
Confusing.
big landmass that is
Yeah.
the actual province.
BC is dumb.
Yeah.
basically
When
it
it
acts
comes
as a
to
meat shield.
geographics,
Yeah, pretty
it's
much.
dumb.
Yes.
So
Also the other islands.
The only way that like could work as an act of God is if the tree wasn't on your property and it fell.
okay, but the tsunami insurance, does that still count as an act of God's will if it requires separate insurance because you're in a high area for that to happen?
I think that would technically count as your act of God insurance.
But if they require that as a separate insurance, can you still claim it
See,
under
but
an act of
you
God?
more so need and that sorry, this is turning into a boring discussion. But
is
this is
curiosity
like
now.
it's more so like you need flood more than you need earthquake, and that handles like if a pipe bursts or anything like,
you,
that.
all the time.
It's not so much like tsunami. Like I don't, not to my knowledge, there isn't tsunami coverage.
I
At
my
least
brain
I could be wrong
to be
completely.
correct, I was thinking of flooding, but my brain couldn't think of the word. I thought
Okay,
of tsunami.
so you do need flood insurance, but that's more so for like if a pipe bursts or your toilet overflows or your sink overflows or
Not
anything
if
like
there's
that.
like suddenly a high tide. and
Not if there's
shit
suddenly a high
happens.
tide because of a tsunami.
Okay.
That is act of
And
God.
what about earthquake insurance? Does that count as an act of God? Or is that act of...
Unfortunately, no.
That's really dumb.
It's
See?
weird.
That's like our fault lines.
Yeah, it's dumb.
that was
It's
It's all BC's fault.
Yeah, pretty much.
Geography
3 of them,
is
actually.
Geography is fun.
Geography.
Geography is fun.
Oh my God.
Child
Agreed.
managing. You get my words.
Yay.
So do we have any other movies to add besides that amazing movie we all want to find now?
I actually, okay, so with me, like, I can find any movie online ever, and I actually took that as a challenge, and I couldn't find it.
I found it IMDb,
I found IMDb.
and it might be on American Netflix.
I don't know, but there were several links to watch it online, but when I clicked those links, the video was
Nope.
it wasn't there anymore.
It as I said, it's a weird ass movie.
I tried Amazon Prime already.
I'm doing it myself. Cause
it might be there. I don't know. But yeah,
No,
like,
I tried.
wow.
It's not there.
Kira, I'm gonna tell you, this is the first time I've ever tried to find a movie, and I could not find it.
is
Well
it?
done.
Is it?
No, I already tried.
Well
It's
done,
not on
Kira.
there.
I'm not on
No,
Prime on the website.
I'm actually not giving up defeat. I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
keep
didn't
looking.
try. I didn't try the web. Like, I didn't try to buy it. I was just
Found
trying
it. Oh my god, it cost $53.
Well, I mean, there was other versions too.
Nope, that's number 2.
Oh, what? Why is it that like?
So I found it, guys. It's $53.
What?
Jesus.
If you want to send it to
2
us,
stars.
Oh, by the way, when I say finding it, I mean online for free to watch, not buying or anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, here's what's funnier. I have a copy of 2 still. It wasn't as good. It's still okay.
I don't know what that is.
The second
2.
one.
Oh.
There's 2.
All right.
It is $15.87. First one's $52.
wow,
First one.
that doesn't speak volumes.
Yeah.
Not very many volumes, apparently.
Well, I will also say, if I remember correctly, the main actor changed.
New and buy from used $2.95.
Yeah, so I can buy it used for 2. I might do that.
Yeah, there you
Good,
go.
That's not
I
bad.
mean, hell, there's a book that I think I was in grade 7, and it was a book that our student teacher was reading to us. School year ended before I could finish the book, and it was a science fiction young adult novel. So I'm just like, I need to finish this. Haven't been able to find it anywhere, but I can get on eBay for 98 cents.
So yeah, there was a history book that I think somebody lent to me once, and I really wanted it. And it's like a big, bulky, hardcover, really good history book.
Yeah.
You know how much I got it for? 43 cents.
Holy
Dude,
crap.
nice.
I want to see if I can find it now.
Wow.
What would it be, History Through the Ages or something like that? Oh yeah, by the way, for another subject, Dragon Prince is coming back.
I'm so excited. November 22nd, people. I am so excited.
I was just Dragon Prince every other day. I just think about it. I'm like,
Yeah.
Did I get you onto that show, or?
I think Chrissy got me onto that show.
I think you might have
No.
mentioned it.
You
Or I
mentioned
mentioned it
it.
to you.
So how this worked is I told Chrissy to watch it for D&D.
Oh.
Chrissy told Devin, and then you
But
told...
I am the first one who watched it.
Nope.
No.
Are you sure?
I watched it the day it came out for
So did
season
I.
1. Yeah, so it was probably a
So,
tie.
we both saw this at the same time. Yeah, no, I watched it.
I
the day it
haven't
came out.
watched season 2 yet.
It's good.
Oh, it's amazing.
It's the animation's way better.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
yeah,
It's a lot
but
better.
I'm told it's like Ruby, where the animation gets better the
Yeah.
further it goes.
Yeah, but season 3, I am so excited! What I'm annoyed about is that Dark Crystal Age of Resistance, the first season has been out for 2 months now, and they still have not greenlit the series.
I
for
still
season
haven't
2,
watched it.
Which you need to. You
No,
need to,
I'm
Kara.
watching Food Wars.
Are you serious?
Why are you watching
You're
Food
gonna watch
Wars?
that over Age of Resistance?
Oh, I wonder if I can actually find
Do you
Age
know
of
what?
Resistance is so
wait,
much better.
I need to address Devin. Devin, do you know what Food Wars is?
I am aware of it's the anime, right? Where they have orgasms over the food that they ate.
What?
Yes.
Yeah, you tried to
This is a
mention that
thing.
to me,
What?
and I couldn't understand
Why
it.
are you
And I
watching
didn't-
that?
It's
over-
like
over
it's
Age of
like
Resistance.
it's like Master Chefs
No.
with porn.
I,
It's
th-
great.
I thought that was like a
Kira,
cooking
Kira.
show.
Yeah, so did I.
It is
No,
a cooking show.
I mean, it technically is. It is an
It's a
anime.
cooking It's a cooking show.
What is with
please.
anime and making people
No,
orgasm
I'm
during
sorry.
awkward moments?
Season 1.
I'm
Because
sorry,
why
I need to
not?
Say, Kira, can you please watch Age of Resistance over that, because it is so much better. It will be worth so much more of your time.
Also, people don't randomly orgasm during that
That's
show.
weird.
so-
You can totally tell it's gonna happen. You just hit the skip button.
No, please. No, you need
Sometimes
to
it's
watch,
hilariously
you need to
worth
watch
it.
Age of Resistance, and I'm so looking forward to season 2. But I check the internet every week
What?
for new developments,
Oh, found it.
and the people who created it, they're like, yeah, no, we got a script ready to go and everything like that. But it just has like no information about like being officially greenlit. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, I mean, sometimes that does happen where it's like it takes a while for something to actually get like greenlit. Like, it happened with Rick and Morty a while back. Like it took a while for them to greenlight a fourth season.
Yeah.
And they never really mentioned why. I think it's just kind of
I know why.
time and finance.
It was really obvious. People got stabbed, remember?
Wait, what?
Oh yeah.
You forgot, didn't you?
I
People
forgot.
got
The
stabbed.
Szechuan sauce thing.
Yes.
Oh.
People
That's
got
why?
stabbed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because
People-
okay, let's just
'Cause
get this
Rick and
out,
Morty's weird.
get out and open. Rick and Morty has a awful fan base, or at least a section of the Rick and Morty fan base is really awful.
So I'm sorry. How would people getting stabbed
So-
prohibit?
Did you see? I think was it the Pickle Rick episode with the Szechuan sauce?
I haven't
no.
seen a lot of them, so
There-
don't.
There's an episode
It
where
was it was
Rick,
the season finale, wasn't it?
yeah, Rick randomly just brings up out of nowhere. I guess back when Mulan came out, McDonald's had this like Szechuan sauce that
Yeah.
came out with the release of Mulan. Apparently, it was very good, but then they stopped
Yeah, no, I've heard
afterwards.
of that. Yeah.
So Rick and Morty just as a random throwaway line mentioned the Szechuan sauce.
No,
And-
it wasn't a throwaway line. He mentioned it 4
That's
or 5
true. It was
times.
actually no. That's right. It was a running joke throughout this one episode. So the fan base got so randomly hyped up because I think it suddenly just clicked. Everybody remember what the Szechuan sauce was.
Yeah.
So everybody was like, "Hey, McDonald's, you should bring back the Szechuan sauce." And McDonald's, like a fucking moron, actually did, not really realizing what the
Well-
Rick and Morty fan base is like, because they released it for like a limited time and that they sold out like that. So
Yeah.
there's videos of like Rick and Morty fans like literally storming McDonald's
Yeah.
and like
They were
getting
s-
up on the desk and like yelling like "I'm Pickle Rick, wubba lubba dub dub,"
Oh
and
God, yeah, right.
it was
Oh,
at
I
that
heard about
point
that.
everybody realized, oh, Rick and Morty is great. The fan base is shite.
Yeah, the
So,
multiple workers from McDonald's got stabbed,
Yeah.
including actual customers.
Oh my god.
I'm not
Yeah.
joking. People got stabbed.
Yeah.
I was
Oh.
being completely serious.
Okay, when you said that, I thought like you were talking like in the show.
No,
It's just like,
real
why would
life
they
people
not-
got stabbed.
Oh my god. Okay, now I understand that.
People
but I mean,
got stabbed.
okay, that's an actual
I'm surprised the
reason,
show got
but I
greenlit
mean,
after
that now
that.
talking about the Dark Crystal.
I don't
or
think people
nothing.
got stabbed because of the Dark Crystal.
Yeah, no. So that's what I'm saying. Why
No.
have it like it's been getting like it's like such great reviews. Like everyone loves it. But, like, they've
Negotiations-
been waiting almost 2 full months, and there's still nothing going
Negotiations could
on.
also just take a while.
Yeah.
They do. Also, you
'Cause
gotta,
also-
you gotta think that Dark Crystal takes a lot of effort and money
Yeah.
to make with all those puppets.
No, okay, that's not true. So I read an interview. They have like everything's already made because they're going to use the same thing. So all the puppets and everything was made. That took 4 years to do. So all they have to do now is like again like get the actors in there to like record their scenes and everything. But like that's everything else is done. There's not going to be like a ton of more money spent on it because the sets and puppets are already made.
Although there is though
So-
like the CGI effects and all of like the
But I
stuff
mean,
writing.
CGI nowadays, that's not going to be super. It's not like Game of Thrones like type. It's like
Oh, even if it's like not that
CGI is
major.
still expensive.
See,
You gotta think Game of Thrones also didn't use a lot of CGI. They actually set people on fire.
yeah.
Yes, they did. Don't look at me like
Oh, yeah.
that. They
I'm not
actually
actually-
set
I'm not
people on
saying
fire.
No, I'm just saying what.
But it's just like, even even like something that seems relatively simple when it involves puppetry and CGI and dubbing.
No, I'm not saying it's
It's
super
gonna take-
simple, of course, but I'm saying just like
But it's still gonna
I'm
cost
just-
a lot of money,
Yeah.
even though they have. Because the thing is, they're gonna be introducing new characters, new environments, most likely, stuff like that. So they're still gonna have to make a certain amount from scratch.
Yeah.
Plus, like even trying to get, I think it still took them a while to get the first season greenlit. So I think
well, yeah, again,
they're
it
testing
took,
the
it took
waters.
4 years to
Yeah.
make the first to like have the first season in production, make it and everything. That's a long time.
yeah, I mean basically Netflix get
But
on
no,
this.
I actually read an interview that said like it won't take nearly that enough time.
Yeah, because they
to
have
do
a
the
lot
second
of it
season.
built already. Because
Like,
they had to rebuild
They
all
have
like, the
the plot
Skeksis
and
models
everything.
and stuff like
yeah,
that.
Like
so.
I'm genuinely like, what's taking you so long? This is getting like I don't like. Obviously, this is gonna be like behind the scenes stuff. I'm just like,
Yeah.
this has been out for almost 2 full months, and like people still love it. So I don't know what's going on here.
I mean,
Yeah.
Netflix,
Nothing,
hurry up,
so.
greenlight it.
I mean,
please.
to be fair, Netflix has been pumping out a lot more original content lately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're
Oh, they
probably
did.
focusing on
Lots
getting
of
like
not
more
good.
original
Most of it
stuff
not
out
good.
there than renewing like other things.
I mean, this is kind of original though.
No, I know, but like because that one like came off and then like they've released fuck, how many since then? Like 5, 6, 7 movies
they've
and or
released quite a
TVs.
Yeah.
So
Like-
it's probably just in terms of getting, if they're able to even
It's,
like,
it's
fit it
probably
into their
just
schedule.
like a matter of like a wait list type
Yeah.
Yeah, I
thing.
guess so. That's true.
Yeah.
Because also that's like because of the puppetry plus the fact that they have to then dub over all the puppets with the voice actors and stuff. It's gonna take a while.
Would the actors not just be in the puppets?
No.
No, they're
No.
not. So so it was the documentary that you watched, like came and like I was watching.
Oh,
it
yeah.
On. There's two separate things. So there's the puppetry actors who actually hold the puppets themselves.
Yeah, that are
and stuff.
maneuvering all the
And then
puppets and
there's
everything.
the
Yeah.
voice actors who come in afterwards once everything's filmed. And I remember reading too, because like the actors were saying that they don't have a lot of creativity because
No, they wouldn't.
all the movements are already there. They have to like even match when the puppet speaks to themselves.
Yeah.
So all they're doing is just like speaking the lines, like everything's already acted out and everything. There's two sets, like even the puppet actors have to act and stuff,
It's
like move the facial.
similar to like dubbing an anime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the acting is
Interesting.
almost already kind of in a way done for you.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like basically
Donut.
you just have to kind of mime along with what they've already done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like with a lot of like feature like animation films too,
Yeah.
isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
there's two sets of actors there. Yeah. Like the
Okay.
actors are just like the kind of filling in the voices and stuff.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought that was quite interesting. But like those poor puppet actors, they're like holding those heavy ass puppets for hours on end. Like
Aren't
Yeah.
some of those puppets like they have to wear those?
Oh yeah,
Like
the
the
Skeksis.
Skeksis.
Yeah, the
Skeksis,
Skeksis
I
have
know.
to be worn. Yeah.
I mean, actually, all of them, like they all have like them on their arms and like they're walking around.
Yo,
the
but I
set.
mean,
There's
like
a
this.
difference between worn.
yeah, they're
Warren.
physically,
Big
yeah, like
Bird.
they're
Yeah.
inside the
The
puppets
Skeksis.
for the Skeksis. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Skeksis are Big Bird after like a shit ton of meth.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Oh my god. Oh no, this documentary, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, but people like if you're a fan of the Age of Resistance or the Dark Crystal, like
Well, it's at the
whatever-
end of that first season, isn't it? It's like the 13th episode or whatever it is.
What are you talking about?
That
The
making
documentary?
of thing.
No, it's a whole. What do you mean? It's
Or are
at the
you talking
end?
about a different documentary?
It's a whole documentary on its own. It's not. It's like it's not part. Like it's an hour and a half long documentary that isn't
Yeah,
part of
I
the
think
series.
it's included kind of in the series.
It's the next
library.
play. It'll play automatically after.
No, it didn't when I did. I had to search it up.
Well, it's on there somewhere because I've seen it up there. I just haven't watched it yet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like,
It is
was
actually its own thing. It's a
Yeah.
Dark Crystal. The Crystal Calls Making the Dark Crystal
Yes, that's
Age of
what I
Resistance.
watched. Yeah, it's not like it doesn't come up after the show or anything.
Yeah.
So you have to like search it up on your own. It's a totally different thing.
No, we got a special one over here.
Oh, what?
No, it's something. It's something else.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Kira, did you have any more topics?
I
or-
have other topics. Let me open my phone.
We got 10 minutes left, I think. So
Yeah.
We've got
Roughly.
yeah, about 10 minutes. Let's go. Oh, I don't have to sift through 50 notes this time.
That's good.
I can read. No, I can't. There we go. I had glasses off. Don't question it.
As hair is covering one eye.
It's fine. I can read now. So we did Halloween movies. We'll never address the top topic. No one will ever know what it is.
Yeah, I don't understand.
Never will, because I don't remember what it was.
Well, then get it off of there.
No, it lives there. So if you guys let's go to Netflix. It pertains to
Continue
the
with
Dark
Netflix.
Crystal.
okay.
And we saw it come back after I don't even know how many years it was. How many years was this?
It was like the 80s.
The original film?
Yeah.
80, yeah, I think like 80. Oh, I want to say like 82 or 85.
Okay, so it took 30 years
Yes.
approximately
roughly.
for that to come back.
Yes.
A lot of other things have been coming off in either little TV shows or movies. We had Invader Zim came back.
Yep.
Do you guys remember Sailor Moon Crystal?
Yes.
Sailor Moon Crystal.
Yeah.
That came back a while
That's
ago.
because like everyone's just bringing back like nostalgic things.
It's
Okay.
money.
I have a point.
Exactly, yes.
Card Captors came back, but I'm really happy about
Oh,
that.
yes.
Oh,
The Card Captors was
I
good.
am very iffy about that, honestly. No, okay. I'm just gonna delve into a new topic there. I loved Card Captors, 100%. I was super excited for the new season. The clear cards, it was very disappointing to me. Like there were so many filler episodes.
I have yes, there was. I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Did you watch Card Captors in English?
both.
Okay.
I grew up with the English version, but then when I was in my teens, I watched the actual the Japanese.
The
version.
extremely different storyline
Yes,
based.
very different. No, I watched both, and
Yeah.
so I was super excited for Clear Card to come out. I watched it. So many filler episodes, and it was just like half the quality basically of the original.
I liked it.
They didn't even finish the season though.
That I didn't like.
That was so annoying.
I mean, you have to, did Cardcaptor only get one season, that new one?
yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I mean, if you think about it though, at least for quality
Actually, no, I
wise,
think they did
Sailor
finish
Moon
it.
Crystal, when it first came out, the first season was shit.
It was pretty bad.
So I mean, sometimes it just takes its time.
I
too.
get like
It just didn't
I've
get a
read like
chance.
they're trying. They're like I've read theories that like they're trying to wait until the rest of the manga comes out before they finish the series.
As a Berserk fan, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but just like the way it
20
ended, it
goddamn
actually
years.
didn't even answer the mystery going on. I was like, this
It,
what?
I'm gonna leave because Cardcaptors has done that before back in the day. It waited for the manga, so they might be doing that again
It didn't wait that long though.
because it was already half written. It was already halfway
I
done.
guess so, but just like I watched this religiously the night it came out kind of thing. I subscribed to Crunchyroll and everything, which I think I've like got rid of that. Like I was so excited, and like one episode I remember was
I just keep
it
getting
was
the free
such a
trial.
filler thing. It was all of them, and then like Sharon was like playing the piano and
Oh,
stuff.
let's not spoil things for people though, because I bet you not everyone's watched this because it
It
was
came out 2 years ago.
It doesn't.
very
I don't even know
under
what Cardcaptors
the
is.
radar, and a lot of people didn't know they actually continued it.
Oh, but you had the point to that though.
There was a point to this
Yeah,
conversation.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Just with Clear Cut, I was very disappointed. I really hope they do a better new season.
Rocco's Modern Life even came back.
Did
It did. It's like Invader Zim. There's
Yeah,
a little
it did.
movie of it on Netflix.
Oh, I'm gonna have
I
to
know
find
it. Someone's
that.
watching later. It's still called Rocco's Modern Life.
It's like these reboots and everything. It's like get new ideas. Stop going off of nostalgia, please.
Well,
I think the point of these though is, especially with Rocco and Invader Zim, they got cut. They were done. They couldn't finish their story.
Okay, that's a different
Yeah.
thing, then, yeah.
So I liked those. Like this,
Yeah,
just
sure,
a little,
okay.
a little movie. I would say a mini series even would be okay. If
Just
like
some closure.
just closure.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. Yeah.
And from our childhood, I know there's a lot of movies a lot of TV shows that happened.
did you just start thinking about Firefly?
No, he's gonna think of Berserk.
Actually, neither. Guys, we need more Cyber 6. It's never gonna happen.
That was
Ooh.
That
awesome.
was actually
yeah.
one of my points.
That
It's
was
never gonna
awesome.
happen because nobody
No,
knows what
Cy-
Cyber 6 is.
Oh,
I was
it's
so
a very
gay for Cyber
underground
Six.
thing. There, it
We're all
has
gay
a
for
huge
Cyber
fan
Six.
base,
Yeah.
but I loved
loved
that
that
show.
I think your
That had,
question
like,
though is
maybe, I
what would
think,
you
like-
bring back, right?
Yeah, the question was, what would you want to bring back? Cyber
Well-
6 they will never bring back because that was actually finished.
Yeah,
Yes, that's
that
true.
was
They did
very
actually
short.
kind of wrap it up.
It was wrapped up, and that was actually, it followed every single thing of the manga.
Yeah.
There's a manga?
Yeah.
It was based on an Argentina
That is
manga artist.
totally not for kids.
It is
I don't
definitely
care,
not
I'm
for
gonna
kids.
read it.
Don't read it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Children, no.
What would I bring back? Okay, this isn't a TV show. It is a movie.
I will accept a movie.
Okay. Treasure Planet.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
As
What?
much as I want that, I was more of things that were cut to be wrapped up. So like if
No.
it was left for a sequel,
No, yes, it was.
was it? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Yes, no, okay, shut up everyone. Okay,
Yes.
so the sequel for this, they had everything planned out, the
what
storyline, the
I'd bring
characters, everything. Willem Dafoe was gonna be in it. He was, I think, either the villains or someone. He went into the studio to start voice recording, and then whoever was in charge got a call from Disney, and they just stopped the project when he was on his way to start recording. So it was actually going to happen. They had storyboards and plot lines and cast hired and everything, and then because they didn't have the funding for it, because Treasure Planet didn't do very well in theaters, even though it either was nominated or won an Academy Award for Best Animation
Don't think
Film.
it won. I think
It
it
was
was
nominated
animated.
then something, but it was still like nominated for Best Animated Film. It didn't do well in box office, so they're like, no, we're not going to do this anymore. And like I looked it up, and like there were like pictures of like what was going to happen in the sequel. I loved the storyline, but they never went through with it, and that just broke my heart. And I actually cannot watch Treasure Planet now because I'm so upset about that.
Yep.
Well then,
I am so upset. Like whoever's in charge of that, please bring it back because it was amazing. I loved it.
that's not something they will, because it was at the end of the Revolution era.
I know.
They never will.
Are you happy with what you started?
Yes. Yes, I am.
I am sorry. No, I have to think about it. I actually cannot watch Treasure Planet because I just get depressed thinking about the sequel that was going to happen,
Yeah.
and I loved the storyline for the sequel, and it was never made. It was so close to being made, but then the money.
Okay.
Let somebody
That's
else talk on
I
it.
will.
Old
You're done.
man, what do you want to bring
Sorry,
back?
sorry.
I know you want Rocco's Modern Life now.
I don't know what I want back. That forces me have to think.
What got
Forces
canceled?
me to have to think
Didn't you have
way
to be
back.
canceled? Sometimes the shows just
They just
stop.
Like I don't know.
With no closure.
I got nothing.
I kind of have two, but not really. Well, like I would say either Inuyasha or like
We don't
the
need
Golden
more.
Compass. But Inuyasha got a final act, and Golden Compass they're remaking.
Yes.
Yeah, they are into a
What-
series.
What I would actually bring back, ideally, they would have to remake the original first, Aragon, the actual series.
Dude, as an animated show?
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
Or bring it back, or even like as a BBC series, like they're or HBO, like they're doing with Golden
Dark
Compass.
Materials.
I
But yeah,
will
like
ignore.
I would totally Aragon for sure.
I would
Yeah.
say I want that as an animated series.
That would be so good.
I never read the books or anything.
Neither did I.
I saw the first. I liked the first movie, but like I didn't read the book, so.
Dude,
Oh yeah. Read the
Read the
books,
books.
because the
Yeah.
movie.
Devin, you stopped
Trashes.
reading the book about half.
No, I read the
series.
first book, so I was aware of
You-
how much
you-
of a
yeah, but
travesty
you
the
read-
movie
Okay, as an
was.
adult, would I like it?
Probably.
Okay, because I stopped reading young adult novels because I just couldn't relate to the characters anymore.
No,
it's really
this
really
one's really good.
fascinating.
Okay.
Aragon's one of those ones that I think it could go either or.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's like I wouldn't say it's on par with like any Lord of the Rings,
It's
but it's
very-
like same range.
It is
kinda.
very derivative of a lot of other fantasy
Oh, for
work,
sure.
but it does do quite well
Also,
with
I
its
just
story.
randomly I want Elfstones of like the genre series to become a thing. Elfstones of Genre by Terry Brooks.
Oh.
It's
Okay.
so good.
We're
Anyway,
like almost out of time here. Anyone else?
So mine are I want Cat Dog back.
I forgot about that one.
I want Cat Dog
Oh
back.
god, yeah.
I want that.
Okay.
They brought Invader Zim is the other one I want back, as well as God, what was it called? Derp 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 derp. Angry
I
Beavers.
never watched that with Japan.
Angry Beavers was along with Cat Dog and Rocco.
Devin.
Devin?
Well, I did mention Cyber 6. That being said, since I wasn't even going to mention this, but you mentioned Berserk. The thing is, Berserk is complicated because they have had a bunch of adaptations, but they've never done the entire manga storyline, and the stuff we've been getting recently has been this really bad CGI adaptation. That being said, I've been hearing rumors, though, that the team behind the Castlevania series on Netflix
Ooh.
might be doing a version of that, which would be actual perfection. That being said, they would have to start at the beginning, so we'd be getting the same story arc that's already been adapted 3 times already, but it would
It'd probably be
be
worth it.
Worth it.
That the animation would be worth it.
But that's also one of the situations where we're still waiting for the manga to finish. It has been 20 years.
Oh my god.
Is the man
Apparently-
still alive?
Yes, because
And-
they
yep,
are
he's
actually
still
updating.
around. We've gotten a new issue recently. But like, okay, so just as a
How much of a boner did you
Com-
have when you saw
comparison.
the issue?
Too much.
there's been one character who has had a traumatic event happen to her, so she's
Yeah. By the
kind
way,
of
this
reverted back.
this manga's sucked.
Oh yeah.
I want to point out now, spoiler.
Well, I won't go into specifics, but basically they've just revitalized a character that's been kind of having issues for a while.
After spending months with another character.
And for me, since I only just started this manga, that only was like about a year or so in terms of spending time with this character when they're in a funk. For people who've been up to date with the manga, it has been again 20 years. They've been waiting for this to happen, so it's a snail's pace, but it's worth it.
Alright.
Also, I realize I have one.
You have one?
Yeah, I don't know if it's already back or not, but Reboot.
They
Reboot.
actually did do a new one.
Oh,
Yeah.
didn't it suck?
I haven't watched actually, but like I think
I heard it sucked.
I don't know. It's like all I knew was that they were doing a new one.
Reboot
and it's been
gave
around
me
for about a year or
nightmares.
two now.
I loved it.
I loved it too. Loved Reboot.
Reboot gives me nightmares and why I actually sleep with a fucking weapon
Fair
behind
enough.
my bed.
Really?
Or this
Yes.
might date me a little bit, but Beasties.
Hey! Oh God, I just pointed out how old I am.
Ah,
I mean,
yay!
I don't know this, so-
Not the only one.
I don't know
Okay.
what that is.
Me either.
Oh God, I know what Reboot is now.
Chrissy remembers what
You know
Reboot is.
There we go.
I didn't recognize the name. I
Oh.
wished I didn't
Yeah,
remember
I think
this.
that was Canadian, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
almost as terrifying as that Angelica character.
Yeah.
Oh
Hey,
yeah, pretty
no,
much.
no dissing Angelica.
So,
Oh, I will absolutely.
for our international people, if we have any at all, Reboot was a Canadian TV show, basically just about
It's kind of like Tron.
A little bit,
But
yeah.
terrifying.
It's like they lived in a computer.
They live in a computer
Yeah.
world.
It was characters that lived in a computer, and like there were viruses that were like enemies and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh yeah, the
Anyway.
fucking main
Okay.
evil bitch. She
No.
terrified the
Okay.
shit out of me.
Okay.
Now that we're done on our horror space,
But
Okay.
yes.
Okay, so one other to point out is Courage the Cowardly Dog needs it because they were cut off for having a trans character.
Oh.
I thought it was because the abuse of the domestic abuse relationship thing.
With the cat and the dog was also a trans character.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes, that's exactly why they were cut. But I want to say thank you all for listening to the JKT Radio podcast. We have a guest appearance of a cat. I don't know if he's gonna say anything.
He won't.
No, he won't.
Thank you all for listening. Don't forget to like and comment and subscribe. Go check out The Great North. Ring the bell for other things. Look in the not the comments.
The video description.
Look in the video description for things I'm forgetting to say. But put in the
We'll
words
have links to other
hard.
things as well down there.
Don't forget to put in the comments what movies you guys watch so that I can now watch more of them because
Yes.
that
Which
was-
ones do you wish would come
And-
back?
Yes, exactly. What do you want to come back from your childhood that was not finished or that you just miss?
Yeah, I was looking for Halloween shows because the point of that question was I need more horror in my life.
Oh yeah, that's true.
But that's a good question too.
Yeah.
So bye, and we'll just take the rest of our opinions out the window. It's fine.
Adios.
Bye.
See ya.